Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas Ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. Core Love is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org, that's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your questions. Get seen on TV, YouTube, and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Support your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. I just want to let you know that I flew in late last night from Lubbock. It wasn't too late, but and in fact, it wasn't really that late. But as soon as I got home, I went to bed and didn't wake up until about 6 o'clock that morning. About 12 hours. I slept straight through 12 hours, and it was exhausting because my sister, when I go over to be with her and visit her, she has every minute planned. Starting early in the morning, there is something to do, and we have to have meetings because she's talking about stuff for taxes and all. She's a CPA, so we have to go through that, and then she has all these. I mean, it's fine things because we had I had 3 massages. I had reflexology. I had, I don't know. It was, and we ate at the most incredible restaurants in Lubbock. It's just, it's amazing. They have really grown, and all the restaurants they have some really bougie restaurants, and they have some low down and good food. One's called the Double Nickel. Yeah, the Double Nickel. It's a steak place, and we didn't get to go to that, but everybody says that raves about that place. But so I got home. And I was so tired. I just wanted to go to sleep. But instead, I DoorDashed American Federal
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. I'll get it. It's American.
Was it good?
It was amazing, but they have it's a big steak and a baked potato and all that because I was really hungry. Grill, Federal American Grill or something like that. Are you looking it up?
No. I'm just gonna let you drown yourself.
I knew it. I knew there was times when you go like, I'm not going to break in and try and save her from her struggling on a name or something, but that's fine. I don't care. It was great. This is in Lubbock anyway, so. But they have them here, and I was going to go try one just to see if it was had the same quality. But you know, on steaks, you say medium. I want a medium steak, and I DoorDashed it from this place.
Yeah.
And it was so raw. And, you know, you can put them in the microwave, I know, and, you know, cook them up. But I was so hungry, and I kept trying to eat it and going like, I feel like an animal just grabbed another animal and just started, you know.
That's what meat is.
I know. I don't want to think about that at all. I don't want to know where it comes from. I don't want to go to a place to eat and they have pictures of cows or chickens or whatever. I don't want to know that that's how it started out because I wouldn't eat it. But anyway, so I was so impressed. If you're ever going to Lubbock, just call me so I can give you some names of places that you got to go see because it's really cool. And my sister, she paid for everything.
Yeah, she did your taxes, so you paid her.
Huh?
No.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it was a tax write-off because everything we talked about, you know, the financial planning and what I need to do for next year. It's coming up, and it's all about receipts. It's all about receipts, and I am the worst. But can't you use your phone when you pay for something? That can be a receipt. And that should be okay, because you could print it out, or I could take a screenshot and send it to IRS. It would be fine, right? Okay, good. That makes me feel so much better. Thank you. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening to you.
You've got this dead.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's like you're not there anymore.
Boy, you dead.
It's like you're not there anymore.
Now I'm listening.
Okay. What'd I say?
Receipts.
Receipts. No. Are you good at keeping receipts?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, I mean, like the paper receipts, like when you go buy something and it has to do with with the business, you keep all those receipts.
You just take a picture of it.
Yeah. I guess I could do that. Do you know what I got? I got a watch that tells you your heartbeat.
Yeah, what happened to your cool Apple Watch?
I think it's somewhere in the house. I don't know where it is. When we moved in, someone put it somewhere.
Okay.
I've got the charger for it as soon as I find it. But this watch will do your heart rate, and it also will give you your blood sugar. And that's what I needed. I've been trying to find something that would do that so I don't have to do the needle every day in my hand. And because that's what you do when you're a diabetic. And, you know, my fingers are so, calloused from doing all that. I could play a guitar right now and it wouldn't bother me at all. I could just do it without having to do all the playing it all that time, and you callous up your hands so that you can play a long time. It's horrible to have to do that every day, 2 or 3 times a day. So this watch, you just, you do it. And the guy just said, yes, you can do blood sugar. You just, it'll be fine. So I pay for it. And then I said, but I'm not leaving here until somebody shows me what exactly to do and how to work this. And he said, well, you'll have to go to the Geek Squad. So I go to the Geek Squad and sit in a line for people that are, nobody knows how to use this stuff. So I finally get up to the guy, and this guy looks like he's the head guy and he could do anything. And he says, okay, well, I can get your watch activated. I can but what do you need to do? And I said, I just want to see how it works, how it shows my blood sugar. And he said, well, this watch won't do that. You have to connect it to an app that will do that. And so let me see how that works. So he worked trying to connect on my phone. He said, now what's your password? And that makes me just go into, what about it? I can't do passwords. Every time I do a password, they lock it out. They say it's invalid information.
0000.
Hey, yeah.
Just
No, I already have.
those are my favorite ones. Like, just keep hitting 0 until you get in. All right, cool.
No, my kids say, Grandma, you've got such easy passwords. You could do. I could get into that so easy. And I said, yeah, but you know me, so you know what you would work on and do.
Yeah.
And
Why don't you just get a flip phone?
A flip phone? Well,
Yeah.
I had a flip phone.
Yeah, why don't you just get one of those?
Back in the not in the 60s. Back in the 90s, I had a flip phone.
Yeah, just get a flip phone.
No, I had a brick. That brick was the first
just
phone.
get a flip phone. I don't know why you need an iPhone.
Because I take pictures and
Okay.
and
Well,
stuff.
then have that with you.
Have both. Just bring both phones. No,
But don't use the phone outside of the camera. Like, you can do that.
Well, so I was gonna see if you would. No.
You want me to do it for you right now?
Well, that's okay. I mean, I don't have the watch part with me.
I don't mind helping you.
You could do that?
Yeah, it's easy.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Yay! And even though it's hard to get into my Apple account, that's what they were having trouble with. They said that we can't get into your Apple account. It's just whatever password you put in there, it's not it. And so, but I would sit patiently telling you every password I've ever had.
I think that's one of the things I dislike about the phone is there's not. I'm more of like I'm a guy who likes to use the computer to do everything.
Yeah.
But Apple requires you to use I can't just do all the authentication stuff through apple.com on a website. I have to do it on the phone. And I just don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a terrible typer on the phone, so I'm like, did I write the right password? Like, I don't even know it's just dots. And I don't know. I never had good luck with that kind of stuff. And then I was like, can I just use this on the computer?
My mom would go and get a phone, and she'd tell him, no passwords. Just give me the phone and let me have it. I don't want any passwords.
That was one of the funniest things. I remember when I was setting up the app for the Lone Star Community Radio with Apple, you had to have an Apple account, which makes sense, right? Like to set up an app. But you had to have an Apple device. Like, I couldn't just do it on the computer.
So it had to be an Apple.
Like, yes, and it's like attached to that device. So whenever I want to make any changes to the app, I have to make sure I have that device. So I have an old iPad that never is. That's literally the purpose of its existence, is that for my authentication. Because you have to do two-way authentication.
Oh yeah, right.
And like, I know my password. I just type it in. And it's like, oh, we got to your device. Please enter the 6 digits for your device. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Oh man.
Because I don't like putting that stuff on my phone because it's separate, and I don't want to.
So you don't do face recognition.
No, I meant more of like anything that's to do with the station. I don't like putting it on my device.
Oh yeah.
That's why I hate everyone texting me all the time, because I only want to communicate through my computer.
Oh, that's why you don't like. Oh, I didn't know that was the reason.
Like I'm getting to that point where I want to get rid of my phone because I get more spam calls than I do, real human beings. So it's just not fun to have around. It's not. It's kind of like I dread it.
I don't blame
like when
you.
my phone goes off, I dread it. I'm like, oh, who's this?
Yeah. And except if it says Cindy, right? No. Okay.
Well, I always think it's an emergency when you call. I've fallen and I can't get up.
I've been here 3 hours.
Yeah.
Come save me. No, that's no, I don't understand why you think that.
Well, I think it's just a poor attitude that I have.
Well, no, you've been working with somebody. I've worked with you for how many years?
8 years total.
Yeah. And so and now we're at 76, and so you're going like, she doesn't have much time left, and so that's what.
Well, no, it's more of like I treat everyone that way. Like, don't call me unless like it's an emergency.
Unless, yeah. Oh, I never heard you say that.
Well, I kind of give you that feeling when I'm like, don't bother me.
While you're talking about everybody else, yeah. But see, I think I have the only show on this station. Like this is the only real show on the station. So
Yeah, everyone says that.
I know. That's what I hate for you to think that, but it's live. You only have 2 live shows. It's live, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Okay. And is the library
Besides
ladies?
my show.
Oh, your show's live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
right.
I don't really have that many guests right now. I haven't really been hounding anybody.
It's hard.
I
to
do have
get
a guest on
guests.
Thursday. It's not hard. It's just I haven't really done the groundwork yet.
But you said the morning's easier to get guests, right, than the afternoon.
Yeah, pretty much. Because live stuff's hard.
Yeah.
Because like some of the shows I do in the morning for my morning show, I just record it because I know it's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather not worry about that while trying to have a conversation with somebody, and then make sure. That's why I always look over here just to make sure, like we're still on, because you never know. And then it's
That's
like,
right. There's no audience
Yeah.
yelling and screaming, yay, or clapping. You ought to have that. Why don't you just put that in as a fake sound, like when something funny happens. Of course, it doesn't happen all the time, but
Well, you don't wear headphones,
the
so how do you hear
applause.
it?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'd wear headphones for that. That's what Sam
Yeah, I'll
said.
just make some fart noises.
Sam said, I know what you would really enjoy is when you open the door to come in the house, you hear, yay, yay, and all the
I wish.
screaming, and Cindy, you're home. Yeah, that would be great. But I said, I had a stand-up of Michael, Richie, the guy that sings, that was in Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't?
Is that really a surprise to you that I don't know?
Yeah, I guess so. That's,
Yeah.
but he's still on TV. He still does the American Got
Cool.
Talent. He still does that thing. So I just thought maybe, Rich, do Earth, Wind, and Fire and just see, because that'll drive me crazy. I knew it. It's something with an R. No. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
There's Ralph Johnson. There's a lot of members.
A lot of R's.
No, there's probably at least 20 members.
Of Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah.
Oh, the band. Yeah, that's right. Their band was huge.
I mean, there's Ralph Johnson, Ronnie Laws, Roland Batista.
Didn't have like the singers.
No, it's just their band. Sorry.
No. All right. Andrew, if you're listening,
Ralph Johnson is a primary founding member. That
No,
starts with
this is-
Robert Brookins.
Andrew, if you're listening,
You're
could-
probably way off. Are you talking about America's Got Talent? Like he's a judge?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
probably Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie. I had Richie right. Okay.
That's the Commodores.
No.
He was not in Earth, Wind, and Fire. Jesus.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
The Commodore.
Man.
Did he start out at Earth, Wind, and Fire?
No.
Maybe. Okay. Lionel Richie. I had a stand-up. I got it from one of the theaters, and when people opened the door, that he was standing there, and it would scare people so
God,
bad.
that's so funny.
I know. Okay, but anyway, so let's talk about.
Yeah.
Here's a great subject.
Yes.
The drones and all the stuff that's happened with the drones, and the people come out and say, there's no danger to anyone, and it's just probably a lot of, young people that have got drones and they have a club and they do it at night, and that we just happen to be around a military thing, and President Trump.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a drone dude, there's probably a good chance I wouldn't know there's a military base around.
Yeah. So you think it's more nefarious?
No, I'm saying like I think because if you're a drone person, you always try to find the biggest empty space.
Right. In New Jersey?
Well,
They're
that's
coming right
in
over
New
there.
Jersey would be because it's hard to find, and you probably had no idea there's a military base in that vicinity. You just know there's a giant field that you can fly your drone at. Mm-hmm. So,
But everybody's that's been looking at them are in neighborhoods. So
yeah.
and that have been videotaping them. So and when they come out, and when that guy that was the over security,
The thing that's
and and the border,
What's
and he
the
would
big deal
say-
here again? I don't really understand what the big deal.
Well,
Because I was talking to my father about this. It's like I don't. Are there like 500 drones in the sky at one time? And that's kind of a big deal because you can notice that. Like this looks weird, but if it's like 3 drones just kind of like going back and forth and doing
no,
stuff.
they're a lot. That's what I mean when you see all the lights and stuff, and then they'll
Yeah,
go
but is
off.
it like 500 of them, or is it like 3 or 4 of them?
I think it may be around 500. Look and see. What's the highest number of drones flown at night over Jersey? That's it's got to be a lot.
I mean, I'm looking it up right now because I mean, people have been talking about it. I get that, but over in New Jersey, let's see.
But remember that little guy, that bald-headed guy that's was saying, "Our borders are secure. There's no problem with our borders."
So what they're saying is the FBI received tips over 1 month of seeing 5,000 drones, but that's over the course of the month. So there's just a lot of people flying drones.
Yeah, right. But these are all coming, and they fly in a, like in some kind of pattern and all that. So it's like it's kind of organized, and until they shoot one of them down so they can study it. But they say now we're detecting that there's maybe someone driving it.
Maybe it's one of them balloons.
they didn't want
Yeah, see, like I still don't really get why this is a big deal.
because why do you say that? You don't want them coming over and doing an infrared search of your house, or what are you all are doing?
Yeah,
or something.
they can do whatever they want. They're drones. Like, have fun with it.
I just don't, I think they need to shoot one down. Just shoot one of them down and study it and see what the deal is. But they can't tell where it's coming from. This one senator came out and said, "I think there's a mothership that's unloading these at night," and they go out and
Because I'm not.
And search.
It's strange. Because I'm trying to figure out how big the one. Because you also think these are all public sites or public tips. So you're talking about like the drunk dude hanging out, sees a star, go.
But everybody has a phone, and they're videotaping them. So they say it looks like when somebody shines a light up at them or something like that, they go dark. And that they know somebody's watching them.
Yeah.
So
Our government is
But
failing us.
our government is telling us there's nothing to worry about, nothing here. It's a big nothing burger. Oh, brother.
So they're saying this. The New Jersey mayor said that he saw around 60 drones flying around the township with 2 distinct sizes. One's the size of a suitcase, while the others were closer to a SUV.
Yeah,
That's
right.
awesome.
Right, and Chris Christie said that he said, if y'all don't come up with some answers or shoot one down or something, I'm telling you, our people are going to do it. Our people are going to just shoot them down. I can't. I'm like, oh my word. Or is this just a big distraction about?
Yeah, that's what I feel it is. I feel it's one of those stupid things that, what do you call it, like mass media fever. It's like, oh, there's drones.
And in January, when Trump goes to,
And he'll
when
be a
they do
drone
the-
himself. He'll
No.
fly in on a drone.
Usually they have like these jets.
Because apparently
fly
they're as big as
over.
SUVs.
Yeah.
I want to see an SUV-sized drone.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a military. That'd be awesome to see one of those. Let's see.
Because they don't. I mean, they don't sell
Well, 'cause it's-
those commercially, do they?
Because I don't know what it is. Like when I think of drones, I think of like helicopter propellers, but they have drones that are jet engine powered.
Right.
So
But they come. They feel like they're coming from the ocean side, and so they come out of that area. Why couldn't a helicopter follow one of them when they turn around to leave? Can we not follow them? We can't track them.
I don't know when they're
That
drones.
just doesn't. Well, they're talking about how many that they've made legal drones.
Well, over 1 million.
That's sad.
I think it's cool. Drones are fun.
Well, I mean, if
Spying on the
you couldn't get,
neighbors.
if they tell you can't get higher than this, and that the government's telling the manufacturers you can't make them where they can go higher than their airspace, because the airplanes are going like, I don't want to fly around there. We don't want to get in the way of a drone. So it's like, they have enough trouble with the birds.
It's also one of those hobbies that is expensive, so you're already limiting like who pays for drones that go that high.
Yeah. Yeah, to me that's what was weird, is that because the airplanes we're talking about, this is getting to be too dangerous for us to fly. So how high they would be. Well, man, I had so much fun flying over.
Did you see any
Houston.
drones?
No, I didn't see any drones. It wasn't dark enough.
Yeah, they only
But-
come at night from the ocean, right?
Yes, right, from the ocean.
Yeah, from the ocean. It's probably Putin.
See, that's what. I mean, they don't have a clue. They don't have any information. They stand up there and go like, "Well, we just don't know. We just don't know about that. We just think they're."
It's probably a combination of things.
Yeah, Trump says the
'Cause
government knows.
like, me, if I had a drone and I'm like living in New Jersey and people are freaking out about it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go fly my drone tonight, just like to freak people
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna buy 5 more.
Yeah, I'm just
Send 'em up.
gonna freak them out.
Yeah, if it's a prank kind of thing, what would they do to the person that? What would you do to the person when you find out that they built this club and they're going to go fly and just scare everybody? What would you do to them when you found them?
I'd be like, that's a good joke.
Okay, everybody.
And I'd
learn
be
to
like,
take a
sorry, I
joke.
broke your $7,000 drone.
Yeah,
I hope it was funny.
and they're going to sue the government for $5 trillion, so that
Yeah.
to get their drone back. That's what I was wondering. Is like, are they afraid that they may get sued by shooting one of them down?
Again, it's like the mass hysteria. You don't want people just shooting things out of the sky.
Well, it's like you're pushing them to. That's
Because I want to say
think
it's.
they're
I mean, I
pushing
know
them
that's
to that.
for a fact illegal just to shoot your firearm. Because I know there's been cases of people shooting from their property, which in their mind, like, oh, this is my property, I'm defending it.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, man, you can't just shoot a drone down even if it's on your property. Because you don't own
well,
the
if they
airspace.
shoot and it comes
You
down,
don't-
falls on their property, like
Yeah, but you're still endangering other people. You're shooting bullets into the air. Because
Has
it's
anyone ever shot down a drone so they know what
Yeah.
it's like to shoot them down?
yeah. Because I remember there's a arrest video of a guy, and he got arrested, and it was like all on tape because he's like he didn't think he did anything wrong, and he's like, you can't just shoot your gun towards your neighbors because they're flying a drone.
Do you remember when that drone got went down in Lake Conroe?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought it was going to be like a little one of
No.
those little things. And it was like this huge.
Wasn't
thing,
that the police?
and they couldn't find it.
That was the police, right? It was like the local, like precinct 3.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's not that, we apologize for calling out your precinct. But
No, because they use it for rescue
but
on
I
the
couldn't-
lake,
I
so they can
couldn't
get to the
believe-
lake faster.
I couldn't believe how it would sink. Yeah, they couldn't find. I mean, when they said it's they can't find it, and I thought, is it that big or that small or what? Because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, again, I don't understand why this is a big deal.
Well, because it's not flying over your house. That's why
Yeah.
you don't think it's a big
Yeah.
deal. Having 10 or 15 drones fly over your house and hover.
I don't see why they need to watch me from the sky. They can just look at my telephone and just watch me from there.
You can?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Oh,
No.
yeah. I bet you. You know what my favorite one? I was hanging out with some friends, and one guy was complaining about his battery was always dying really fast.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know why that's happening to like just your phone, no one else's? He's like, why? I was like, because they're spying on you.
Because why?
They're spying on you.
Oh, they're spying on you.
So they're turning on your camera, and it's just draining its juice. Because imagine if you just left your camera on all day. And he believed you for a little bit.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, well, Richard's a tech guy, so he would know. I'll have to believe him.
No, I want to say like 9 times out of 10 when your battery starts dying that fast, it's because some update happened with certain apps that go to default after updates, and the default always like it's kind of like when you set up your phone for mail,
Yeah.
like to get your emails. There's certain you can do push, or you can do like automatic, and it's like automatic every 5 minutes. It's always looking for new mail. So your phone is constantly on running something every
Right.
5 minutes. Now imagine if you had 10 programs doing that, like Facebook and all that. It's like it's going to drain your battery.
Well,
So that's why I like on my phone I'll turn off all notifications. So I don't have any.
you have not. Really?
Yeah.
Well, all the apps that are on there that were on there when when it came out of the
Yeah.
box, and then you don't using them, if you just press on them and it says what do you want to delete or whatever, you can delete them,
Yeah.
and they're out of your phone.
And what's great, I think now on Apple they have a new thing where you can set up, I don't know what they call them, like schedule phone status times or something like that. So I can say it from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. go to airplane mode, and then after that
And what happens when you go to airplane mode?
it doesn't receive any signal of anything.
And I,
But it still does. I mean, they're still spying on you.
well, when I was flying in, it said turn on the airplane mode, and then after a while it came on and said turn off the airplane mode.
Yeah.
Why?
If I had to guess, it's more of interference
Oh, that's right. While
because
they're
your phone
taking
is
off. Yeah.
receiving different types of wavelengths. So you never know. You never know that kind of stuff.
But
Then again, you're on an airplane, so I just kind of listen to people because I have no idea what's going on.
you know what? Maybe it's just because I'm old. I don't like the express airlines, like United Express.
I don't know what that is.
You have to walk up and down these ramps. You have to walk out to the plane,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
and then you walk way down this
See, that's fun.
Aisle,
Why do you
and-
not
or
like
not
that?
aisle,
Oh, you
but-
don't like to walk.
hallway.
That's right.
I don't like walking that far because everything seizes up and goes. That's it. We're done. Sit down. And
That's your journey for the day.
and yeah, and this lady's coming by with a wheelchair, and I went, "Are you going to go pick somebody up?" And she said, "No, I just have to take it over to the." I said, "Could you take me to the arrival area?" And she said, "Are you okay?" And I went, "I'm okay, but it's just I can't. I don't think I can make it." And you don't think you could make it? What does that mean? I mean, I just don't think I could walk that far. So she says, "Okay, no problem." And she was in such a rush. I thought she was coming up to doors that were like this, and I'm going like, I hope they open, because she's not stopping. She's not slowing down and pushing a button or anything like that. She's just expecting those to open, and I'm just going
that'd be
white
great.
knuckling the whole thing. But they were real nice. They took me out there, and then I get out there and I'm calling Samantha. I said, "I'm out here." She says, "Where? I can't see
Well,
you."
you know you can fly with companions, right?
Fly with companions.
Yeah, you can have someone, you can pay for their ticket, and they'll push you on your little wheelchair, and they'll fly with you, and then they'll push you on the wheelchair.
I mean, somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
They have them standing waiting in the.
Yeah, they'll come pick you up in a car.
Can I see a picture?
I don't know. You want maybe one of those hot masseuses that you hang out with all the time now. Just pay him. I bet he'll be down.
I did ask the the lady said to Carol and I, she said, do you want a male masseuse and a female masseuse? And who wants the male? And I went, okay, I'll do it. How old is he? He's about 50. Perfect. I'm not. She said, but he is married. And I went, and my sister goes, that doesn't matter. Well, I mean, and so she started laughing. She said, no, she means that, that's okay.
I'd go the opposite way.
Why?
I feel
You took it the opposite way.
Yeah, I would go the opposite way. I'd be like, she's got to be hot. And like, she used to be a stripper, get her. What does that have to do with being a masseuse? I don't know.
I just asked the lady, I said, what's his name? And she said, it's Dennis. So when we went in and he came out, I said, you have got to be Dennis. He said, how'd you know my name? I said, well, I just thought that was, and he was just like so confused, like, oh, well, that's cool. You knew my name. And
you're married. Please tell me you said that. And you're married, right?
How's your wife?
Yeah,
how's she doing? No, but he was good. He was a really good masseuse, and did not want to hurt me at all. He said, just tell me if I'm massaging too hard.
Yeah, massages are weird.
Why do you think that's weird?
I don't know.
You've never had a massage?
No.
No. Oh, you haven't lived.
What was great was one of my good friends in college. So freshman year in college, I had two best friends, and they were twins. And they had an older brother who was a senior who lived off campus. And I would always go to his house because I didn't want to be in the dorms. I didn't want to hang out with the scrubs.
Yeah, right.
And then he had 3 roommates, and one of the roommates lived in the garage. It's one of those houses they converted, like to make more money, they converted it to a garage. Well, he did the whole masseuse class stuff. So we would be hanging out, watching movies or playing video games or cooking, and he'd have clients come in, and we escort them to the garage. And it was it was like one of the funniest things because I want to say Josh was 6'4", 6'3", maybe. Mm-hmm. We call him the Baba Ganoush. And he's just a big dude, and he had powerful hands.
Yeah.
Because I mean, technically, I guess I got a massage from him because he would show me like a technique, but he wouldn't it wasn't like a session.
Right.
And
he'd show you a technique.
A technique he's been working on, and it was It was just so funny to me because I was like, here we are playing, James Bond video game, GoldenEye, and these like women are coming in and out, and like they just imagine seeing a bunch of college kids.
And so she's
like, oh, I'm looking for Josh. It's like, oh, Josh is in the garage. He's in the garage.
And so he did women and
he did everybody. He had teachers. He had all that. Oh yeah,
that's great.
It was. That's how he made it. That was his side hustle for school.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
But then we felt weird because imagine us just hanging out, yelling at each other. Like we're a bunch of guys just yelling at each other playing video games. Next door, they're just getting a massage. It's like.
Well, did he play Enya music?
I don't know. It was one of the funniest things because if you met him, you would never think that's what he did.
Yeah.
And I don't know what got him onto it. I think he just wanted to meet women, and then he's like, I wanted to learn a skill, and so he did the whole class and everything. He was like a certified whatever.
Oh.
So it was just really funny to me, like because every weekend you'd see like 6 strangers coming to the house.
Well, it's funny because I always ask, like, do you want to talk or do you not want to talk? And that's
like, this isn't a barber shop.
Uh-huh.
It isn't a barber shop.
Well, I asked him, and he said, no, I love if you want to talk, but if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to say a word. And I said, I like to talk. I like to find out why you did this and what you think about it. So we talked like the whole time. It went by so fast. And but you get out, you stand up and you go like, oh my word, this is amazing. You should always tip before you have this done, because when you go out there, you're so appreciative and you feel so good that they get
good
a lot bigger tip. They don't have to pay taxes on soon. So, it's cool. You need to go find you a good masseuse, and you would feel so much better. You'd be so much more relaxed and
Like a wink, wink masseuse.
not a wink, wink. Oh God, Richard,
I love it.
Richard, what's so funny?
I don't see. I'll get one delivered to the house.
No, she come. I am Ethel. I'm going
I
to
like
be
Ethel,
your
yeah.
masseuse. Yes, I am from.
Austria.
Nigga,
And I'd be like, oil me down, baby. Oil me down. Let's do it. Do the hot rocks one. Let's get crazy.
They did the hot rocks.
Yeah, let's do the hot rocks. Let's get crazy. Do the needles.
goodness.
Put the needles in me.
Acupuncture.
Yeah.
Acupuncture.
Let's just go for it.
You come walking out, the needle's sticking out here.
I'll just go to a dominatrix.
Okay, now we had to just keep going, and you'll get there eventually, won't you?
Yeah.
But it really is.
I
it's
think if I
great.
went to dominatrix, I would have to go, hey, can I take pictures because I want to be able to show people this. This is something crazy. I like it.
Go out to a selfie, just halo right there.
Well, because,
Go to
most
a
people that
selfie.
go to that kind of stuff, it's like, oh, this is secretive and,
Yeah.
no one should know about this. And I'm like, no way. I mean, I want to put that on my Facebook. What'd you do this week? I got whipped.
I go. Oh, Richard.
She gave me a back massage. Really? Yeah, with her high heels. Really got into those ribs.
That's a deep massage.
Yeah.
Carolyn is just like, how she's
Yeah.
not that tall. And she gets those deep massages. I said, how can you stand that? She says, no, I have a massage once a week. And so she's like, and she is so, whatever she does, I was like, tell me what you do. Because she's so young looking. She's going to be 81
Yeah, that's
in
old.
January. And I'm the one that's getting up,
Well, that's because you don't take care of yourself.
Well, I don't know.
Stop eating all those donuts.
You're right. You're right. I've got to do better. I've got to start over. This year, resolutions. We'll have to have a show on resolutions, right? And see what yours
guess.
are. And see.
Mine's not to die.
Not to die.
Yeah, that's my resolution for 2025. I don't want to die.
That's a good
Let's
one.
keep that. Let's keep that away. Let's do that.
Well, when you get to be my age, you start going like, anytime, Lord, you're ready, I'm ready. Let's make this happen.
Oh,
It'll be
it's
fun.
crazy. Speaking of that, I think they actually finally released the numbers in Canada for suicide, or was it assisted suicide?
Where'd that come from? That in Canada?
Yeah, because they legalized it not too long ago.
Oh, like, what's the guy's name? Convecchia.
Let's see.
Something Convecchia.
Yeah, 2024. It's called Made. Yeah, I just want to say I just saw it. Okay.
The guy that started that started doing it without legalization or anything. People came to him and said they wanted to die.
So in
and
2023, around 15,000 people received medical assistance in dying.
yes, yeah, that's what he did. Kevorkian. That's it, Dr. Kevorkian.
And that made up of 4.7 total deaths in Canada.
Dr. Kevorkian.
96% of those
Help you die.
cases were those with terminal conditions. So only 4% of those people just wanted to die. Let's see.
Well, all those people are in pain and they can't, and sick of being morphined up.
No, because I just like, this is such a cool little idea that we're like normalizing. All right, here it is. I found it. It's from the BBC. It said assisted dying now accounts for 1 in 20 deaths in Canada,
Wow.
which is pretty crazy.
Trudeau today sounded like he was going to step aside and not.
Well, who
Not
cares
be.
about that? I
Well-
like this idea if you could kill yourself in Canada. I just wanted to see what it would do to society.
Well,
to normalize it, because it's one of those things is like, if you're terminally ill, is like you said, like when's this gonna happen? Like, and then I was always curious about the people who just want to die,
they're just ready.
like no matter what age. I think it also says the average age was 77 years old.
77. I got one more year. Well, Trump told Trudeau that he ought to just, let the United States incorporate Canada as the 51st state.
That's a good thing to throw out.
Because what?
Yeah. That's a good joke to throw out. I like it.
Well,
We'll just take you over.
yeah, that's what he told him. He said,
But yeah,
he said, and Trudeau started laughing nervously, and so it was. I thought, well, this isn't gonna really happen.
in Canada in 2021, they expanded it from people who were just terminally ill, and then it expanded to anybody. That they had to qualify,
Yeah,
but it has to be a chronic or debilitating condition. That was it. So it's gonna be like whatever they interpret is.
well,
But, like I could go there, and be like I just have these migraines, like I'm ready to go.
well, I wonder if you can, tap it out. Whenever somebody's
Yeah,
the wrestler's got the other one, and he hits, and I like to say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to die. And plus, God would be very unhappy with me if I just took
yeah.
my own
I
life.
always found that would be an interesting conversation, like down the years to see those
Mm-hmm.
stats. So 1 in 20.
But you're not as afraid. The older you get, you're not as afraid of death, and that's what's cool about.
Well, I think there's that, and also like the will to live.
well,
Like I have a will to live every day.
yeah, I do too. I
So,
have to be here.
Like I like that. And then like the first day I was like, I don't really care. Then I'll be like, I'm moving to Canada.
Yeah. Now that we've given everybody
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of over it
option,
now.
You can go to Canada instead of America. Oh, that's terrible. No, live. Everybody live. We got Christmas coming up, and that's going to be next
Oh,
week.
that's right. You're not gonna. Are we gonna have a show tomorrow or
Well,
Thursday? We're here.
We're going to do.
Yeah, let's have a show. We'll have a show tomorrow. Why
We're
not?
going to talk.
Why not?
Okay. Why don't you just, you guys go ahead and say, yeah, y'all have a show tomorrow, or say, forget about it. We'll.
Let's bring something better than drones. Like I had that exciting into the discussion about killing yourself. Like that always brings people up.
Yeah, true. Thank
So.
you. Thank you.
Maybe
And,
maybe if I went to Canada and I wanted to kill myself, I'd be like, can it be death by drones?
death by drones.
That would be cool.
And we got to find out how close the New Jersey people are about going to take them out. They'll take them out themselves. If you're not going to do it, we'll do it, and you can't touch us, because they don't throw anybody in jail very long anyway. They get right out. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine. It'll be fun. We'll have to. Okay, so we got to go, and we will be back tomorrow for sure. Okay, all right. Okay, so you better have all your presents bought quickly. I haven't bought one present. I have not done that. I bought all the decorations in the world, but I haven't bought one present yet to put under the. I'm promising a lot of things. I think I'm going to do a thought that counts, and just cut out a picture. This is what I'd get you if I could. What do you think about that? That'd be good. A good
Yeah.
Christmas.
I think you should take a beauty headshot and just give that as a gift, so you remember me.
They look at my phone and go
Yeah.
like, "Why do you take so many selfies?" And I said, "Because I have
Because you're so vain.
so vain." No, it's not. It's
Yeah, it's because you're vain.
no.
It's because you're vain.
I'm not vain.
It's because you're vain.
You know how I dress. You know how
I know.
I'm not vain.
Or you're doing
What?
you're doing a self check if you're still alive.
That's exactly right.
It's like, am I still open? Okay,
you
good.
know, if I had a stroke, I'm in the middle of a stroke. I gotta
Yeah.
figure that.
Somehow you can open the phone.
The
and-
nurse always said, taking selfies are good, so watch your mouth, and if your mouth is starting to droop, then call somebody. So anyway, you got to call somebody you love, and first responders, we love you so much, and we honor you, and we appreciate you for keeping us safe. Okay, everybody, bye-bye. See ya.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food